Now, as Good Morning Texas's tour of Falls County continues, we're going to take a look at the city of Rosebud. Let's head on back out to Joe and Sierra. Now, Rosebud has a fairly rich history.
Yeah, Andrea, we're going to touch on a few essential points. Now, located 38 miles south of Waco in southwestern Falls County, you would eventually know the city of Rosebud. But before that, it was known as Poole's Crossing or Greer's Horse Pen. According to the Texas State Historical Association, in 1884, Albert G. Tarver established a post office there called Mormon after a group of Mormons who settled in the area. The settlement would later be destroyed by a fire in 1887. Well, Tarver would resign and Allen Taylor would take up the postmaster position. He would rename the post office to Rosebud on April 23, 1887. A railroad line was also built through the city and contributed to its growth. Well, that railroad was discontinued in 1967 and the tracks and the station were removed.
Yeah, you can actually find pieces of this history at Rosebud's museum in what used to stand as the city hall, and the first city hall that is, and the first station of the fire station is now home to a museum of different Rosebud artifacts. Even with an old fire engine out front, this building is full of Rosebud stories. The museum is run by volunteers and of course is volunteer funded. They're always accepting, though, pieces of memorabilia if families in Rosebud or others would like to donate.
Any successful city builds on its history. If you disregard your history, you're not able to build forward.
Renovations are still underway at the museum, but it is able to house any artifact that might come its way.
And anyone traveling through Rosebud can't miss their many signs and the logo of their hometown rose. Well, they didn't just find a picture of a rose on the internet, but recruited one of their own to design one. Local SHARON Saunders has grown up in the town, and as her grandparents lived in the area, an artist at heart, she heard the Chamber of Commerce was looking for someone to paint the logo, and she couldn't say no.
I painted the actual rose is about maybe 12 inches long, and the people at the sign company did the magic to make it big.
Well, she didn't stop with the rose at the Senior Center in downtown Rosebud. She also painted a beautiful mural for many to enjoy.
I just wanted to give them a gift. I was thinking how pleased my aunts and uncles would be to have that there, and just to give them something that I was uniquely able to give.
Well, it took Saunders about 9 months to volunteer work to complete that. Now, it is truly a great work of art and an amazing gift to the community.
That's right. Now, speaking of gifts, it feels a little cooler out here today based on past temperatures we've seen. Aaron, are we getting any special gifts coming in weather?